Hi, I'm Max Spainhour.
And I'm Troy McCormick. Welcome to Indiana Outdoor Adventures. Indiana Outdoor Adventures is brought to you by High-Tech Firearms and Training, Haubrey Forestry Consulting, managing your timber and wildlife resources, Derby City Game Calls, it's your call, Indiana State Parks and Reservoirs. Segments on Indiana State Parks and Reservoirs are produced in partnership with Indiana DNR's Division of State Parks and Reservoirs. Lawrence County Tourism Commission. Discover an unexpected destination. Hillbilly Custom Game Calls. And Fire Knock, the most advanced lighted knock. I'm Troy McCormick, and we're here tonight at the Celestine Thanksgiving Eve Community Shoot. We're here with Donnie Leakin. And Donnie, tell me a little bit about what is the shootout tonight? What all are the guys doing tonight to compete?
Well, first of all, they're out here to have a good time. It's a hobby for a lot of the guys. A lot of guys like to go to the boat. They like to hunt. Everybody has their hobbies. Well, this is one of their big hobbies.
Okay.
A lot of them go out and they buy nice big guns, good competition, and they just have a good time. They come in there. They shoot anywhere. They buy from 5-shot to 12-shot boards. They'll put in anywhere from one board up to 30, 40 boards. They'll put in as many boards as they want.
Now, tell me some more about these modified guns. I mean, there's 5 and 6 foot tall barrels. There's a guy out there holding his barrel, and he's easily 6'2".
Yeah.
And it looked like the barrel was taller than him.
Yeah.
We talk about the limit of not being past the cement, but what kind of limit is that?
Well, you can go. There was one guy asked a couple of years ago, how long can we have? And I said, well, there really is no limit. Well, and he said, well, you mean I can bring one out here in a semi-trailer and put it down there? And we told him, well, if you can handle it and if you don't hold up the match, go ahead. But also, whenever you pull that trigger, those BBs are just going to roll out the end of that barrel because it slows the BBs down so much.
That much of a distance in
and
the barrel.
so it will not do anything.
But we used to 5 and 6 foot long barrels.
Yeah, we used to actually have people bring guns out here where they couldn't actually stand them up in the corner. They had to lay them on the table.
Now, are these guys machinists during the daytime and they make their own barrels?
Some of them are.
Okay.
There's 2 or 3 guys here that come out here quite a bit. One of them's called the Gun Barrel Guy. He makes a lot of guns. Yep. And there's a couple of the guys around that makes them also. But
are these 2 3/4 inch shells or 3 inch? Or?
2 3/4.
2 3/4. So okay.
Yeah, it's just a regular 7.5. Super handicap.
Yeah, just like you'd use for quail.
Yeah.
7.5, 2 3/4 inch shot.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they and like I said, they used to have those long guns. But anymore, they're going with a shorter, well, not short, but I'd say average is probably 48-inch barrel.
Okay.
And, I mean, there's still some that come out here with just their 30-inch,
With a choke tube on the end, maybe, just to help out
some of them
bit?
have choke tubes, some of them just a regular barrel.
Okay.
And it boils down to where it's still a lot of luck. I mean, you could bring a regular gun out here and shoot and only have 2 BBs on the board, and still hit it.
You could split the plus.
Yes,
Okay.
But it definitely brings your average up. Whenever you have a good gun, it puts more shot on the board.
And the tighter you can hold that pattern, here again, law of averages says
yes.
you're going to cluster a little bit tighter. So now you're going to have 12 shooters each round.
And
we're going to do 121 rounds. Have you just, pre-sold or pre-signed up for 121 rounds then?
Yep.
So 121 times 12 is 1,452 boards that will be scored tonight.
Now,
out of that, how many winners are there?
There'll probably be, we never got the choices back yet.
Okay.
But I'm guessing we'll probably be around 90.
Okay. That's pretty good.
So what we do, we count all the money, and then we take out 60% is what we normally do. Okay. That's how much meat we give out.
Okay.
And then, of course, we have your shells, which is, right now we're paying 28.4 cents per shell.
How do you know how many shells to buy, and how many did you buy this year?
Well, we usually go by the year before. Okay. On average, I have it in my computer where, how many from year to year.
Sure.
And last year we actually had 135.4 rounds. So we was hoping to have a bigger match this year, and that's what we went by. We've had plenty of shells for 140 rounds just in case.
Okay.
And so that's made sure we have plenty.
So now,
last year I sort of messed up. I didn't think we'd have 135 rounds, and I came up short. Needless to say, I called my wife, and she had to run to Walmart and over at another gun shop. And
buy shells.
She was running all over the place trying to buy shells, but we made it. We did good.
Now, and 121 rounds is going to take us up to what, 4 or 5 o'clock tomorrow morning?
Probably about 5:30, 6 o'clock.
6 o'clock.
Let the windage. Let's do I'm next. I know you want 50. Yes. As soon as they're done. You got it early? Well,
Enter to win a free turkey hunt with Indiana's 2010 Turkey Calling Champion. Indiana Outdoor Adventures is offering a free drawing to anyone age 18 years and older. The winner will receive a 2-day turkey hunt in southern Indiana with Indiana Outdoor Adventures Pro Staff member and State Turkey Calling Champion Jack Rollins. The winner will receive a gift pack of custom-made turkey calls, a weekend stay in a log cabin, and your hunt will be aired next season as part of Indiana Outdoor Adventures. Enter online today at www.indianaoutdooradventures.com. 1 entry per person. The drawing will be held March 31st, 2011. If you own timberland or open land, Haubrey Forestry Consulting specializes in timber sales, timber management, and wildlife habitat management for private landowners. We are also experienced with timber stand improvement, contract tree planting, and reforestation work. Our specialty is wildlife habitat management. If you own land and want to see an increase in deer, turkey, quail, and grouse populations on your property, we can tailor a management plan specifically for your needs. Hillbilly Custom Game Calls, offering the finest and precision-made diaphragm mouth calls for wild turkey hunting. Each call is handmade and gauge stretched for exact tension each and every time. Select from double and triple reed calls like you've never heard before. We also have an assortment of handmade wood box calls, glass and slate top pot calls, and predator calls that will make us your source for all of your custom game call needs. Look for us online at www.hillbillygamecalls.com.
Lawrence County is an unexpected destination found in the heart of southern Indiana rolling hills, offering recreational landscapes, a rich limestone heritage, and unique outdoor experiences. This area is limestone country, well known for limestone quarries and stone carving heritage. It's also the home of Spring Mill State Park, geocaches, the scenic East Fork of the White River, and underground caverns. Plan your adventure at limestonecountry.com or call 800-798-0769.
So tonight we're here with Derek, and Derek, we're at the
Celestine Community Club.
Celestine Community Club, and this is a shoot that's been going on for many, many years.
Yeah.
And you have a nickname for it?
The Thanksgiving Eve shoot.
So
the big shoot is our nickname for it.
So the big shoot, it's always on Thanksgiving Eve.
Yeah.
You've been doing it for since like 1961.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm 50, so we've been going almost as long as that. So you at this shoot, obviously, I'm sure it's to make money for the community club.
Mm-hmm.
which does something for the town of Celestine, I would assume?
Yeah, it helps support the whole community. I mean,
Really?
not really support, but, you know, we give donations, trophies, you know, schools and stuff. So
you have little leagues and stuff like that you probably help a little bit?
yeah, in a sense, yeah.
Now, as far as the guns that we were going to be showing here tonight, we just don't have an everyday gun that we pick out of a box at Bass Pro or Walmart, put the barrel on, slam in some shells, and shoot, do we?
You can.
You can.
That's
Do
the
we
best
see
part.
Very many?
Some guys, they get into it a little more. Some guys, they have custom-made barrels. I mean, the sky's the limit on something like that. I've even seen bolt action
Really?
shotguns out here. Yeah, and those they're far and few between, but they're usually a pretty good gun to use.
So we can call this a modified shoot.
Yes.
So a modified shoot meaning guys can modify their guns anyway. So there's not a limit on the length of a barrel?
I don't think there is. I think we always had an unwritten rule that if it goes past the concrete, then it's too long. But you wouldn't be able to carry it around
Now
because
you have hard. We noticed a lot of tripods, bipods out there
yeah.
to support, and a lot of them homemade.
Oh yeah, big nylon supports. Yeah.
Are we shooting at a yardage, the same yardage every time?
Yeah, 45 yards.
So 45 yards is what everybody's sitting out here shooting. We also noticed that you're really modernized here. It's, you know, I've been to a lot of shoots where the board just stuck on a little 4x4 post out there. It's riddled with shot. But you guys got a real nice background, backdrop, kicking the lead down.
Yeah, it kicks the lead down. We actually recycle the lead. We could sweep it up and recycle it. So it saves the environment. Plus, we get a little kickback. So
Well, I think it's great. So we got a shooting match that's going green.
yeah,
Because we're
going green.
recycling our stuff. That is awesome.
Yeah.
Well, and you know, at shooting matches, you always have other stuff too, besides the modified guns, and besides this. How about the food? What kind of food we got here?
Oh,
You know, Troy and I like to eat.
yeah.
So we just wondered what kind of food we have here.
We got fried chicken tonight. Fried chicken, obviously cheeseburgers, hamburgers, French fries, ribeye sandwiches, livers and gizzards and hearts,
I heard that you had hearts. I was thinking so.
and fish sandwiches, and about every other pie under the sun. So yeah.
Tell me about the board. What size is it, and what kind of a mark are you trying to shoot on the board?
Okay, it's a 6x8 board,
Okay.
approximately, and they take a razor knife, they put a plus sign on it, a cross actually, and so then that's for the meat match, and then they also could put another one on there for half a pot.
Okay.
So
you put another plus somewhere else on the same board?
Yes.
Okay.
And then they pay $1 for that half pot, and then like I said, $5 or $12. If they want a five shot board, they pay $5. If they want a 12-shot board, they pay $12 or anywhere in between. So then.
And they're shooting. They don't look like it, but they're 12-gauge shotguns.
Yes.
And they're shooting 7.5 size shot.
And
the idea is to get one of those little pellets
as close
right
as you
in the
can.
center of that plus.
Yep.
Okay.
And usually, pretty much every match that we have, if a BB is not touching that X, it is out. They shoot close. They have magnification. How do you?
Little pellets on a line that's been cut with a utility knife.
Yeah.
That's a thin line and a little pellet.
Yep.
And so you got to use a magnifying glass.
Yeah, it's a 5-power magnification scope, I guess you want to call it, with a light on it, and it brings it in very, very close.
I mean, do you get down to where you're using a micrometer or something to measure who's closest to that X?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it's by looking in it, it's 1/64 of an inch is the size of the BB.
Okay.
And if, like I said, a 3.0 on our scale back there is a perfect BB.